As I flip-flop my diets around like a fad diet professional, I've noticed a couple things. I just came across some new information that might be a missing piece or lead me down a new path of destruction where I'll blame veganism and end up on eating only pork rinds and potato chips. As long as it's deep fried, it enters my body.
Let me fly towards my hands.
So I found a new channel, Nutrition with Victoria. I might have said that wrong. She is an expert, smarter than us. She has a master's in nutrition or something, and she promotes a high-carb, low-fat vegan diet, much like myself, your old uncle, Vegetable Police. And I binge-watched her videos, and she has a couple ideas that might be interesting, things I've been doing wrong. And there's a couple experiments. So first, it all started when Pete Rogers made a video about flax seeds, and he said, they're poison, I would never eat them, there's cyanide in them, omega-3s aren't important. I was actually not convinced by this at all. What I was convinced by was one of his commenters was like, there you go again, just blaming everything. In my practice, I help people with flax, and everybody notices when you have like 3 tablespoons a day that like everything improves, your joint pain goes away, depression lifts, inflammation down, digestion's better. Flax is the best thing, what the hell are you talking about? So like I was highly convinced through that guy, who I don't even know who he is. And I was like, damn, I need more flax in my diet. So I started adding 3 tablespoons to my smoothie because I've been having digestive issues, as we know. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong here? I'm tired of trying to just flush my gut like a professional, just like a power hose, as if firefighters are trying to put out a crime scene. It's not right. So all I want is more fiber and normal poos for once. And so I was thinking flax seeds might do that for me. So like just stop all this hydrating, juicing, flushing with magnesium. Just stop irritating your colon. So I did that. Started adding the flax. Was seeing some interesting results. My mood was better. Energy lifted. Digestion a bit better. Zits? Some. So that's why I exited that whole field, because flax were giving me zits, and I hate you. Too much fat. That brings us to Nutrition with Victoria. Interesting theories. So she says, do not eat fat ever, basically. If you want to improve insulin sensitivity, it's more carbs. Here's where I got it wrong. I'm doing this high carb, low fat thing because fat promotes insulin resistance. So I've removed fat except for those couple flax seeds. I'll do some blood sugar tests soon and we'll find out if flax was doing that to me or not. But like the theory is too much fat is what causes diabetes and all that. What I didn't know was that fasting can also cause insulin resistance. So here I am eating 1 meal a day thinking, my glycogen stores, those are drained, buddy. When I start eating, you wouldn't believe the sensitivity. I think I was wrong. And so like I eat my 1 meal and I get tired and I'm just like, my blood sugar, help me. So there's a couple things I learned from her. That was one of them. And she's quoting this guy from like the 1930s or something, Himsworth. You've probably heard of him. He's like the guy who discovered the glucose tolerance test. He knows the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes is because he discovered it. He's like the guy who invented diabetes, basically. So like he's the master, and he's always said low fat is the key, don't have any fat, and starving is also the missing key that was missing from my brain. I did not know that. So basically what she is saying is in the morning, our cortisol spikes to wake us up, and it's a good thing. Cortisol gets a bad rap. It's actually like super anti-inflammatory, like it's the ultimate hormone, but you don't want it there, man. Prolonged use of your own cortisol is a drug, and it has a lot of side effects, and it's a stress hormone. Your adrenals get exhausted, so ideally you would lower it immediately. And I didn't know this, but eating sugar immediately is what lowers the cortisol. So like your body spikes the cortisol to help you hunt for sugar. And so once you get the sugar, the stress hormones come down, and that could be, I'm just throwing it out there, that could be what has been causing me acne. It's stress and hormonal. Instead of sugar is effing me and feeding candida, it might not be that. It could be all this fasting hippie shit that I'm always doing. So like that's what I'm gonna plan on doing now. I woke up today, instead of just distilled water, this is gonna disappoint a lot of people. I had a 1/4 cup of organic, raw cane sugar with lemon. I highlighted the lemon. That's real food. So boom, I'm doing that before I work out. Because usually I was just water, then I work out, fasted, then I don't even break my fast. I wait more and film videos, then I break the fast with green juice, not even sugar, and then we have the smoothie with all the fruit and stuff. So now we're going spike on that sugar immediately. I'm in the phase where I don't know what the hell I'm doing yet, but we're just trying to get sugar immediately and stop the fasting and eat as much fruit as possible, and we're hippie fruitarians and are gonna have good skin. So that could be why I still get occasional acne doing what I thought was good. Like I'm low fat, high carb, just a bit of fat occasionally, just some flax seeds. So I'm gonna remove that, and it was the fasting maybe this whole time that was spiking cortisol too long, and that's why. Apparently the more sugar you eat, the more insulin sensitive you become. So it's like the more the better. So like I'm always just trying to not eat as much as possible. I'm always like calorie restricting, just like to not be a glutton. So I'm gonna try this for a little bit and see, and if it F's me, we're going super calorie restricted fruitarian. 1 meal a day, if not half a meal. With creatine, a lot of muscle will be gained. A lot of health gains coming, and then we follow Eli's path more. He's more inspiring to me, if I'm being honest with you. He's so fruitarian, it's not even funny. His problems, you know the whole term first world problems? There's a new term that was just invented. It's called Eli Martyr problems, where it's like you're too efficient and like you have too much energy, and like I'm hardly hungry ever, but I have so much energy and I'm so happy all the time, and life is too good and I'm too healthy for my own good. I'm not even sure what to do with my own health. I'm just exploding with radiant light, and my lucid dreams are like too awakening, and I know too much now. And so like these are fun problems to have, I'm sure, my friend. But he's the one I want to replicate, if anyone. If anyone's on YouTube and I'm like, that's the guy right there, it's Eli Martyr from our good old buddy Free Melon Society. So like we'll see. 100% raw. I might have some cooked rice tonight just to try this sugar thing. Rice and jam, strawberry jam, all organic. Take that much to the bank. That's all I know. So how you doing? Good? You agreeing with that message? I think you do. I think you would. Just thumb it up. You could thumb it down, but that's clearly just because you don't even have a 10-pound bag of sugar in your closet. How are you going to survive if you don't have refined sugar? That's how you heal diabetes. Are you this dumb? You're that dumb to think sugar spikes your blood sugar? Oh my God. Oh, wow, you are dumb. Oh, that is embarrassing. You part ways with your Bitcoin now. You don't deserve it. Let me know down below. Am I a moron? Subscribe for my man.